Namaste yogis, my name is Lisa and today we're going to focus on opening up the hips, having a little fun with arm balance, and we're going to start at the top of our mat in Tadasana. So allow your feet to spread, feel all 4 points of the foot connect down into the earth, and then draw that energy up from the earth, up through your body. Notice your posture, allowing the shoulders to relax down your back, and the crown of the head to lift towards the sky. Let's start to notice our breath. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths. So inhaling through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. We'll do that 2 more times, breathing in. Open mouth, exhale. Like you're fogging up a mirror. 1 more time, breathing in. Open mouth, let it go. And then start to shift into Ujjayi breath. As you breathe in, this time on the exhale, keep your mouth closed. And connect with that breath throughout your entire practice. As you set your intention for your practice, why you unroll the mat. Let's blink open the eyes, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Root down and reach up. Feel like your arms are stretching up to the sky as the shoulders melt down your back. Lifting the chest, lifting the heart up to the sky. And on the out breath, bring your hands back to the heart center and we'll fold all the way over the legs. Allow yourself to grab your elbows and just hang here in ragdoll. And then just start to sway from side to side. Let the head relax. Maybe a gentle yes, maybe a no. Just to release tension out of the shoulders, the neck. And then switch the arm that's on the bottom. Just go ahead and grab. So you're making this box around your head. The hamstrings feel tight. Just keep a soft bend in the knees. Let's come to stillness and bring your hands to your shin bones. Engage your belly. Inhale, look up halfway. On the out breath, plant your hands and we'll step back to a top of a push-up, plank pose. So if this is too much today, then just soften the knees down to the earth. Otherwise, press the heels back, draw the belly in, relax the shoulders down your back and gaze forward. Feel how strong you are in your plank. And on the out breath, come to your tiptoes and we'll lower down for a count of 5. Hug your elbows in and try to allow the belly to release all the way down at the same time. Toenails connect to the earth. Roll your shoulders down. Inhale, lift up, cobra pose. On the exhale, we're going to come right back up to the top of the push-up. So tuck your toes, lift your thighs, push the earth away. Take your time as you come back to top of a push-up. And then exhale, lift your hips high up and back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Listening to your breath as you breathe deeply. On the out breath, lift your heels and just tiptoe your feet towards your hands. We're going to come back to that forward fold at the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, fold in. Root down into your feet and circle the arms all the way up to the sky. Stretch and reach, allowing the tailbone to release. And then bring that good energy into your heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift on the inhale. Plant your hands, step back, top of a push-up. Lowering down slowly, cobra or upward facing dog, your choice. Allow the collarbones to spread wide. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Feel the thumb and the index finger knuckle connect down into the earth. Spinning the triceps down, feeling the sitting bones lift up. And pulling the pit of the belly up and in. Uddiyana Bandha. After the 3rd breath, bend your knees, gaze forward, hop your feet to your hands. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do that one more time just to make sure we're warmed up. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant your hands, step or jump back, vinyasa. Elbows in if you're jumping back. Cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 3 breaths. Allow your gaze to be towards the center back of your mat. And after that 3rd breath, bend your knees. Think of like a bunny rabbit. Get light on the feet and jump your feet to your hands. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Bend your knees. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Sweep the arms all the way up to the sky and send the weight into the heels. Hold the pit of the belly in and spin the pinkies up and forward. Shoulders melting down your back. See if you can sink into your legs just a tad more. Feel the strength in your legs. And on the out breath, release. Inhale, lift up halfway. Step or hop back, vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward and spin your back foot flat. Align heel to heel. Right knee is bent. Press down into the feet and rise up, warrior 1. Feel the left inner leg line draw back. Feel the tailbone descend to the earth. Feel the stability in the legs, but the lightness in the upper torso. Reach up a little higher, breathe in. Exhale, hands touch back. Now as you step back, maybe you want a little extra option today. Taking a 3-legged chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Left side, left foot steps forward. Spin your back foot flat. Heel to heel alignment, check. Root down into the feet. Feel the strength in your lower body and rise, warrior 1. Feel the right inner leg line draw back. Tailbone descending towards the earth. Stretching and reaching. Feel the space you're making in your body. Do that through your breath. One last breath, breathe in. Exhale, hands touch down. Let the left foot slide back. And again, maybe it's a 3-legged chaturanga. Lowering down, upward facing, downward facing. And we'll stay here for 3 breaths. Allow your left heel to melt to the earth and start to lift the right leg up for 3-legged dog. Feel the shoulders stay square, feel the hips stay square. Allow the left heel to melt down.
Flare open the toes on the right side of the body. Turn the leg to the right and bend your knee, allowing the right heel to draw towards the left glute. You can stay here or super glue the left hand. You're going to release the right hand and allow yourself to flip your dog. Pressing down into the feet, drawing the shoulder blades down your back, lifting the heart space up. We're going to reflip back to our three-legged dog. Pull the right knee into the chest. Hug everything in, core plank. Send the right leg high up and back and release it back to downward facing dog. Left leg this time is going to float up as the right heel melts down. Feel again the shoulders and the hips staying square. Turn the leg to the left. The entire inner leg line turns to the left to externally rotate. And then bend your left knee. Think of the left heel trying to touch your right glute. And if this feels great, then just stay here. Otherwise, if you want to take it up a little notch, right hand stays to the ground. And we'll flip our dog gently, allowing the feet to release to the earth. And then the energy draws up as the shoulder blades draw together. And then slowly allow yourself to come back to your three-legged dog. We'll work into our core as you pull the left knee into the chest. Dome your back. Feel like your back is rounding like you do in cat pose. And then allow yourself to lift that left heel high to the sky and release that foot to downward facing dog. Good job. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Pull the right knee back into the chest, and this time we're going to keep the back heel lifted and set up for crescent lunge. So right knee is bent, left leg is strong, hips stay at the height of that thigh, and then the arms reach to the sky. Bring your hands back into your heart center. Feel the knuckles of your thumbs connect to your heart. Lean forward and we'll twist, allowing the left elbow to come to the outside of the thigh. Let's stretch the neck here, so allow the chin to gaze towards maybe that right shoulder. Each breath, inhaling, elongating. Each exhale, twisting a little deeper. Now find your feet, warrior two. Cartwheel the arms open, flatten through the left foot, and extend the arms out, gazing towards the right middle finger. From here, let's take this to extended side angle. Elbow to the thigh, or maybe the earth. I want you to really focus today on hugging through the right glute, underneath the body. Stretch the left arm up to the sky. Feel the left pinky toe ground down, and then stretch the left arm up and over your ear, gazing underneath your left arm. From here, reverse your warrior. So press down into the feet. Allow the right side to open and close off the left side. Cartwheel, leading the arms to the earth. And listen up, we're going to step back to plank. Draw the legs together. Left hand stays to the middle of the mat. Roll on the left edge, and we'll come into Vashisthasana. Side plank. Shoulders melt down your back. feel your left hip draw up and pull those toes back to your third eye. Release the hand back down to the mat and we'll vinyasa through. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Left side. Step your left foot forward. Keep your back heel lifted. Crescent lunge. Inhale, rise. Allow your shoulders to relax. Find the sukha. Find the sweetness. Be comfortable in these poses. If you find your breath becomes uncomfortable or jagged, you hold your breath, then back out of the pose slightly. Bring your hands back into heart center. Lean forward and we'll twist. Right elbow to the outside of the thigh. Right leg is your anchor. One full breath all the way into the body. Exhale all the stale air. Warrior two. Cartwheel the arms. Allow the right foot to ground and spread your arms long. So we're focusing now on the left glute, hugging that underneath. And then allow yourself to lean forward, left elbow either to the thigh, to a block, or to the earth. Stretch your right arm up and stretch your right arm over your earlobe. So this pose really happens from the pinky toe of the right foot. So really ground down into that pinky toe. So you feel the arch of that right foot draw up. Press down into both feet. Reverse your warrior with joy. Left arm reaching up and over and back. Feel all the breath into your left lung expanding. And cartwheel the arms to the earth. We're going to come to plank. So step your left foot down and to the back of your mat. Squeeze the legs together. Right hand to the middle of the mat. Roll onto the right edge side. Vashisthasana. Side plank. Let your left arm come up and over if that feels good. Make this feel great in your body. Making space. Allow the arm to lift back up and release back to plank. Vinyasa through. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Smile the heart. Exhale. Downward facing. Let's take a lion's breath. So stick out your tongue on the exhale and gaze towards your third eye. Breathing in. Lion's breath. Try that again. Breathing in. Lion's breath. And then slowly look forward. Bend your knees. Hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, we'll fold. Chair pose, bend your knees. Sweep the arms to the sky. And then hands come into heart center. Namaste. Notice how you feel. Let's work into a little balance. So I'm going to face you here as we take standing pigeon. So take your right leg. Start by allowing the foot, the ankle to cross over the thigh. Gaze onto something in front of you. Fixate your gaze on that point. And then sit back into, just like we just did, Utkatasana. Feel the outside of the hip getting stretched and opening. You lose your balance like I just did, it's all good. Come back into it. Maybe even bringing your chest closer towards your shin. Find your core. And then when you're ready, release. Come back to Samastitihi. We'll work it on the other side. So this time the left foot crosses over, just at the ankle here. So different than when we worked our eagle pose. So you want to make a figure 4 here. Bend your right knee, bring your hands into heart center. Maybe it feels better if you extend your arms up to the sky. Be an archaeologist and explore your body. Take one more breath here and standing up nice and tall. Use your exhale to calm you down. Let's step the right foot behind us now and allow those fingertips to spread open. Lift the chest, and as you start to lean forward, start to float your back leg up. Airplane. See if you can stamp that right foot a little bit more behind you. Use the core to pull you back up into Tadasana. Switching sides. So you can even keep that left foot grounded the entire time. Allow the shoulders to melt down. Lift your chest. Start to lean forward. And then if it feels okay, start to float the back leg off the ground. Breathing in. Breathing out. Slowly come back to center. And we'll take tree pose on the right side for Kshasana. So maybe your tree pose is just an external rotation with the foot on the ground. Maybe the foot comes up to the calf. Maybe the foot comes to the inner thigh. And then grow your tree. Grow your branches. Breathing in, even maybe lifting the heart up to the sky. And bring that tree back to center. Tree pose on the left. So if you'd like, you can even use your block here. You can put your foot on a block. Find your core. Notice if you're dumping into the hip. Lift up and out of your hip. You can take the bottom foot to the inside. Just watch that you're not putting it on the knee. Keeping the two legs become one. So hug and keeping the hips and pelvis square. Grow your tree, expand. Can you get taller here? Breathing in, notice if you've lost the breath, come back to that Ujjayi breath. And then slowly come back to center. Namaste. Come back to the top of your mat if you moved off your mat. Let's inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Maybe a slight back bend if that feels invigorating to you. And then exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back to plank. Let's lower down slowly to our bellies for a count of 5, 4, 3. We're going to work into Dhanurasana bow pose. So see how this feels. If it's too much for your lower back, then keep the legs long. Otherwise, bend your knee. Bring your thumb to one side of the ankle, the forefingers on the other. It's really easy to splay the knees open here, so try to keep the knees just hip distance apart. Now kick your shin bones back. Allow the shoulders to melt down. Feel the belly draw up and send your heart, your light, shine it outward and forward. Take 2 more breaths here in your Dhanurasana. Feet, activate the feet, shine the feet. Fullest expression. And then exhale, release. Let your hips just sway from side to side, looking to the right and looking to the left. Let's press back into child's pose, keeping the knees as wide as the mat. Fingers extend forward. Breathe into the back body. See if you can allow the rib cage to extend forward and the hips to draw back. One more breath in child's pose, Balasana. And on the out breath, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. We're gonna work single pigeon. So draw your right knee towards your right wrist. Keep your back left toes tucked under. If your hips are tight, then keep the right heel more towards the pelvis. If your hips are open, you can start to draw the leg forward. And you can always place something underneath the hip as well. So lift the chest, lift the heart space, hug the thighs in towards each other, and then we'll exhale and fold. Allow yourself to melt into the earth. I want you to focus on the breath now as we breathe in for a count of 4 and breathe out for 4. Breathing in for 4 and breathing out for 5. Breathing in for a count of 4 and breathing out for 6. Notice where you're feeling the sensation the most. See if you can send a healing breath to that space. And then we'll tuck our toes and we'll come back to downward facing dog. If you need to shake out the leg a little bit, or bend your knee, or circle the hip, whatever feels good, just so that you can allow that blood to flow back into the right side of the body. Let's switch sides. So single pigeon on the left. Left knee comes towards the left wrist, back toes tucking under. Lift the chest, hug the left knee towards the right knee, and then exhale, we'll fold. This time, let's take our palms up to receive. And that same breath pattern. Inhaling for a count of 4. And exhaling for 4. Inhaling for 4. And we'll exhale for 5. Inhale for 4. And we'll exhale for 6. Let's walk our hands back to center. Tuck your toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. One last optional vinyasa just to clear it out if you need it. Chaturanga to upward facing to downward facing. Nicely done. Lower the knees down to your mat. And I'm going to face you, but just extend your legs towards the front of your mat. from here, since we've already done standing pigeon and single pigeon, we're gonna take cradle the baby. So I want you to take your right leg and just bring it in toward your body like this is your baby here. You're just rocking from side to side, loosening up through the hip. And this, you might stay and do this the entire time. I'm gonna show you a couple of fun options that you can play with. Some of you may want to take the foot into the elbow crease on the left elbow, if that feels good. Now I want you to think, usually your right shoulder, if you're right-handed, maybe that's where you carry like a backpack or a purse. I want you to think, instead of your shoulder bag, your leg is going to be your shoulder bag. So I want you to take the right leg and bring it over. The higher, the better. So how high can you get that right leg on the shoulder? Keeping the foot flexed. Now some of you may want to use blocks here. I don't have any blocks with me at the moment, so we're going to do this without the blocks. Right hand is going to ground underneath the shoulder. Left hand is going to ground. Just start by lifting your tushy off. So get your tushy off the ground. And then pull the belly in and see if you can lift the left leg. Yeah, just play, have a little fun. See, just try it, and then exhale. We'll take the right leg just into our Janu Shirshasana. So foot to the inseam, lift up through the spine, and then exhale, we'll fold forward and down. Feel the tension release from the upper back and the neck. Use your exhale to allow you to go deeper into these postures. Roll up one vertebra at a time, and we'll bend the right knee towards the sky. I want you to cross the right leg over the left. Stretch your left arm up, put your right hand behind you, elongate through the spine, and then from the pelvis, the shoulders, finally the head, either hook or hug the leg as we twist. Bring out mentally, physically, emotionally, something. Keep your left leg active. Each breath elongates. Each exhale, twist a little deeper. Take one more breath here. And let the head go, let the shoulders go, and we'll play on the other side now. And we'll switch. So the left leg now, I want you to just cradle the baby. Just take care of yourself. If you ever go to like the airports, you know, they have those rocking chairs sitting there. I think it's just for us folks who travel, you know, to calm the nervous system down. It's just a very soothing feeling to rock from side to side. Maybe you take that foot into the elbow crease of the right arm with a good posture here. Nice, tall, elongated spine. So you can play this whole time, or maybe you want to join me. So take your left arm this time is going to come underneath the left leg. So this is where you hold your backpack, your shoulder, your purse, whatever it be. So the higher the better. Take that leg up and over. Left hand is going to come underneath the left shoulder. Feet are flexed. Start by just lifting the hips. Maybe that's where you go today. Pull the belly in, and maybe you can float the other leg off the earth. See if you can stay for one full cycle of breath. And then when you've had enough of playing, allow the left foot to come to the inseam. Elongate and stretch up, breathe in, and exhale, fold forward. Breathe out. Listen to yourself, breathe. And then slowly start to roll up one vertebra at a time. Stack your vertebra on top of each other. Let the shoulders melt down. Bend your left knee and take it over the right leg. So put some energy in that left big toe so that you feel the sitting bones, you feel that toe connect. Elongate the right arm as the left arm pushes down. Even here, feel that dynamic line of energy in opposite direction. And then exhale. Maybe instead of hooking, you feel that you can just hug. Allow this to happen from the pelvis, the belly, the ribs, the shoulders, and then finally the head. Each breath elongating a little more. Each exhale, can you twist a little deeper? Last full cycle of breath. And then let the head, let the shoulders, everything melt towards the center. Keep both knees bent now, and we'll work a little bit to core until we come down to the mat. We're gonna work on our Navasana. So lift the chest up. Maybe you place the hands on the legs or the earth. If the strength isn't quite there in the belly, then maybe you just take one leg at a time. Let's take a breath and slowly squeeze the legs together. Lower halfway down, and then exhale, draw everything up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, draw everything up. 3 more. Inhale back. Exhale up. Slow and mindful. Exhale up. 1 more time. Inhale back. Exhale up. Now fullest expression of your Navasana today. And then we'll softly roll all the way down onto our backs. Pull the knees into the chest and just rock from side to side. Maybe looking over the right shoulder and the left shoulder. Maybe one circle with the legs, clockwise, counterclockwise. And let's open the legs into Supta Baddha Konasana. So the feet draw together. The knees open wide. See if you can allow your shoulders to relax. And I want you to take the right hand to your heart and your left hand to your belly. Breathing in for a count of 4. Hold and retain the breath for 4. Exhale for 4. And keep the breath out for 4. One more time, breathing in for 4. Hold the breath for 4. Exhale for 4. Keeping the breath out for 4. And from here, if there's any last posture that you need, take it now if your body's craving. Otherwise, allow your right leg to come to the corner of your mat, left leg to the corner of your mat, into Shavasana, final relaxation. Notice how heavy your body becomes. See if you can soften your face and your jaw, relaxing the shoulders down your back. Just feel the breath, just a normal breath pattern now. But even here, just notice the expansion of the breath, the belly rises. And as you exhale, notice the belly as it deflates. So as we rest in Shavasana, I want you to think of 3 things that you are very grateful for in your life today. And they could be as simple as just even like the bed that you slept in last night that allowed you to heal during your sleep, to dream, the pillows and the covers that kept you warm. And then even from there, just even going into your bathroom, washing your face, taking a shower, brushing your teeth, just being grateful for the plumbing that you have, allowing you to do that. And then maybe you made your way into your kitchen and just sending gratitude to all of your kitchen appliances, refrigerator, keeping all of the foods that nourish you and your body just healthy. So in your mind's eye, those 3 things, send a loving just thought to each one of those, saying you're so grateful for those items or people, whatever they be. And after you've done that, just start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Let's stretch the arms away from the lower body. Pull the knees into the chest. Give yourself a loving hug for showing up on the mat today. Just compassion. Put a smile on your face. Take the knees to the side. And come back to the intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. When you're ready, we'll press down into the hand and we'll come up to nice, easy seated pose just to finish. So whatever that be, maybe it's Sukhasana, what I'm doing here, half lotus, full lotus if you practice full lotus, seated in Virasana on your heels, just something that allows you to ground and to lengthen. So I want you to notice your energy around you. Sweep the arms around you to gather that light, that healing light that's surrounding your space now, and seal it into your palms and bring that positive energy into your heart space. So I am so grateful that you were able to practice with me today. So make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel. From my heart to yours, namaste.